So let's look at problem 5. We have a number which is in the millions, and we're going to look at 4 and determine the place value of 4. So the digit 4 is not really a 4. It depends on where it's located in the number that is written in the standard form. So this is the ones place. Start from the right. The lowest is the ones. Then we have the tens, the hundreds. The number right before the comma is thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and then is the millions. This is the millions period. This is the thousands period. That's the thousands period, and this is the millions period. So 4 is in the millions place. The next number we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, and then we have 10 millions. Start from the right again. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So this is the thousands period. The one right before the comma is the thousands place, and then the next one is the 10,000s place. Now let's look at the next number. This is the ones period. This is the thousands period. This is the millions period, and this is the billions period. The number right before the comma is in the billions, and the one to the left of it is in 10 billions. Now the expanded form kind of explains how the digits are placed in the standard form. So let's look at the highest, which is 4. This is the thousands period, and it's the first digit in the thousands period. So this is the thousands place, the 10,000s place, the 100,000s place. So 4 is not a 4, it's a 400,000. Plus, the next one is in the 10,000s place. 3 is not a 3, but it's a 3 times a 10,000, which is a 30,000. The 5 is not a 5, it's in the thousands place, so it's a 5,000. Plus, the 3 is in the hundreds place, so it's a 300. And then of course we have a 0 in the tens place and a 1. When we add up all these numbers, we get 435,000. 435,000. So that's the first period from the left. And then we have comma 301. Now here, our next number, this is the ones period, this is the thousands period, this is the millions period. So we have 1 million. So 1 is in the millions place, so the value of 1 is really a 1 million. Plus the 3 is in the 100,000s place, so it's 300,000. Plus 5 is in the 10,000s place, so 5 times 10,000 is 50,000. Plus of course the thousands place is a 0. The hundreds place is a 0. Then we have a 2. 2 is not a 2, but it's in the tens place, so it's a 20. And then of course a 5. When we add all these numbers, we get what we get, which is 1,350,000 and then the last period, which is the ones period, which is 25. Now we next have a number written in the in words, and now we're going to write it in the standard form. So let's see, we have the number that's in millions. When we start, we see 230 million, and then of course the thousands period, and then the ones. So we have the millions period, comma, the thousands period, and then the ones period. So 230 million, so we start with the millions period, so this comma here says million. 500 and then 1,000, this comma is the 1,000, and these 3 digits must read 500, and 352 is the last period. So we have read it back again, so you want to make sure that you got it right. 230,000, 500, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. 230 million, 500,000, 352. So that seems correct. 7 million. So the number is in millions. You have the first period, the second, and the third. So the millions period, the thousands period, and the ones period. So this comma stands for millions, this comma stands for thousands. So 7 million. So basically these 2 digits are zeros. So 007 in the first period, 40,000. So these 3 digits together have to read 40. So 0, 4, 0. This reads 40. If you put a 400, that would be 400. So it has to read 40. So the first place has to be 0. 40. 1,000. 55. The last 3 digits have to read 55. So put 55 here and a 0 here. Because if you put the 55, then you would have to fill the last place with a 0. That would make it 550. But we want a 55. So it's 055. The next thing is the inequality. Remember that this means less than. And this would mean greater than. We read this as 4 is less than 7. Because on the number line, 4 comes first, 5, 6, 7. As you go to the right, the numbers are increasing as you go to the right. So it's 4 is less than 7. Now if you look at the negative side of the number line, this is -1, -2, -3. -2 is here, is to the right of -3. As you go to the right, the numbers increase. So -2 is greater than or larger than. -3, because -2 is to the right of -3 on the number line. As you go from left to right, the numbers are increasing. Now 12 is larger So the big mouth is towards the larger number, is greater than 4. 2 is smaller, so notice this is towards the larger number. 2 is less than 8.